Welcome back to I Am George. In this video, I have something huge to announce. Actually, a couple things to announce on all of my channels and what's going on with me overall. So right now, I am going for a walk. I've been walking for about 50 minutes now. Something that I realized that I could do every day is walk. So I've been trying to walk off the pounds, and so far, it's been working. You know, at my age now, I just can't seem to lose weight as easily as before, right? Even though I'm watching what I'm eating, low carbs, more veggies, more protein, right? Still, the weight's been hard to come off. But recently, within the last month or so, I've been walking a lot more, trying to aim for at least 10,000 steps a day. Now I upped it to more like 14, 15, 16,000 a day, and it is starting to work. You know, seems like walking doesn't do a whole lot, but it does. So I put on my music, right, and just go for a walk. And I'm walking like 1 to 2 hours every single day, not counting the normal walking, but like going outdoors, getting some fresh air, getting some exercise. So it's working. So I've dropped about, I would say, from my peak till now, maybe about 10-15 pounds. But I'm still way overweight. Right now, I'm about 225, which is getting down, but I really want to get down to about 200. I think that's my, you know, before I ballooned up, that was a good average weight for me. So I'm gonna try to get down there. But, you know, just want to let you guys know that is something I'm doing now. Unfortunately, in the Midwest, it gotten really cold, really fast. You know, just a couple weeks ago, it was still 80 degrees out. Now, it's all 50s. I checked the forecast. It's not just a, you know, cold air, you know, phenomenon or whatever. It is. We're in fall weather, so now it's 50s. Hopefully, we don't drop to 30s soon. That's gonna make things difficult. But you know, with my new house about to complete, I'll be able to exercise a lot more just within. So that's the bonus. But yeah, so that's number one. Just want to give you guys an update on, I'm more overall, I guess, you know, health wise, you know, with my schedule, with how busy it is, balancing the various channels and my family and traveling now, right? There's just a lot of stuff going on. So this is the easiest way for me to just get out of the house and get some steps in, right? So that's number one. Number two is, a lot of you guys have been asking for a house update video. I will be making one shortly. The house is nearly complete. So what's left is the pool, which I've been told will finish within 10 days. Very ambitious, that's what they said. So pool should be wrapping up in 2 weeks. The deck has not started yet, besides the concrete footings. So that should be within the next 2 weeks. But inside, it's pretty much all done. It's still dirty. There's still little things they need to patch up and paint and little things like that. But yeah, the fireplace is done. Lights are put in. Some of the fixtures still waiting, but most of the fixtures done. Countertop, backsplash, cabinets, wood floors, stairs. Everything is done. Now the basketball court is not going to be put in until the very last week of this month, October. Garage also, epoxy floor and car lifts. I think that's going to be very last week, if not November. But we're getting pretty close. It's been exactly 1 year, and finally, it's all done. So we might be moving in a couple of months, probably mid or end of November, hopefully. So I'll put out another house video shortly to kind of show you guys the updates. But yeah, I wanted to wait a little bit because obviously sometimes there's just not that much to show. But now, yeah, versus the last video, a lot has been accomplished. Now, number three, something very exciting, very, very exciting that I started and partnered up with. Let me take that back. There's a lot of exciting things, actually. You know, before I get to this big announcement, but you know, CRU Plus absolute success, mostly due to who I brought on, Joshua Jake, who is incredibly talented, dedicated, and very, very smart. Those of you guys that have watched his videos, you know this guy does his research, he knows what he's talking about, and he's absolutely killing it. So I've been hyping up CRU Plus for the past month or so, actually longer than that. CryptosRus Plus, no, it's not a subscription program, in case you guys are confused. It is another channel, basically a way for me to spread the ethos of CryptosRus Plus without me needing to be there and creating videos. So I've invited a few hosts to help me do that, right? To put out educational yet entertaining videos, right? That will bring more adoption, bring more people into the space. And I plan on having big I have big things planned for CRU Plus. But right now, Joshua Jake, his videos are absolutely outstanding. If you haven't watched them, you need to do so. You're doing yourself the service not watching it. So head over to CryptosRus Plus, watch his videos. Blockchain Boy should be putting out, we should be putting out his video shortly, actually maybe tonight. And Crypto Jeb, who I talked to and signed up, he's going to be putting out very unique videos about, I don't know if I should reveal it, but yeah, I will do so. Street interviews. So Jeb himself, he lives by a college campus and he plans on traveling in the future. So he's going to be doing a lot of street interviews where he tries to talk to people about Bitcoin and convince them to become a Bitcoiner. It's going to be awesome. Awesome. And I know Jeb will kill it with that as well. So these are 3 hosts. I might be bringing on more, but I will put out more content that relates to this big reveal. So the last point I want to talk about is something that came out of nowhere that I really didn't pay attention to, but I think is absolutely going to be huge and change the landscape of crypto, hopefully for a better. So while I was down in Cypherpunk, I was listening to Adam Charles. He's kind of like he's a well-connected guy, like an influencer broker, so to speak. Like, he's very well-connected. And he told me, he's like, you know what? I'm hearing so-and-so wants to fight so-and-so, and another person and so-and-so wants to fight another person. And I'm like, really? Fight? Like physical fight? He's like, yeah, they really want to fight. I'm like, okay. So, you know, I didn't think much of it until I talked to some of these people. And they're like, yeah, I'm really serious about fighting that other person. And that's because they have beef, right? You know, a lot of people have beef in this space. And a lot of people are young, in their 20s, and they want to prove themselves, right? So a lot of these guys are real serious. So I'm like, okay, can we do something with this? I know there's been other fights or smaller fights, but I'm like, let's go big with this. Let's go huge. So I'm already partnered up with Karate Combat, and they had a phenomenal panel at Cypherpunk, and they invited some people to go on stage and fight one of their professional fighters. And of course, you know how that went, right? Professional fighter destroyed them without even trying. But here's the thing. So I asked Karate, I'm like, hey, what do you think about getting influencers and matching them up and having them fight, right? And then they thought it was phenomenal. They loved the idea right away. I didn't even have to sell them really or pitch them hard on this. They're like, yeah, because they're in the crypto space now, so they know all the big influencers as well, right? They know crypto is very driven by, I don't know, drama, narratives, right? Especially right now, since the market is boring. When the bull market comes back, you know, everyone's just gonna care about the price pumps and all that, right? So that's obvious. But right now, wow, things are still kind of boring and stale, right? Everyone's just paying attention to the beefs out there. You guys know You guys know what I'm talking about, what recently happened, and everyone's still kind of talking about it, right? So they love this idea. They're giving me complete autonomy to run with this. Obviously, the fights are still going to be in their stadium, in their rings. They will be televising it, which is phenomenal. They have TV rights, streaming rights on their phone, on their website, right? But they're going to allow me to do a lot of cool stuff. For example, setting up the fights. I have been, within this past week, been talking to all the influencers, seeing who wants to fight who, and trying to lock them in. So far, I have 4 fights locked in. And these are guys that you guys know. And you guys will love them. And yes, Ben Armstrong, aka ex-Bib Boy, he is confirmed. He is the main card fight. I'm not going to reveal who he's fighting, but a lot of you guys can guess who he has a beef with, and I'm going to make that happen. None of these guys are professional fighters. They're just normal guys, some young, some old. You know, this is one of those things where they just challenge themselves, right? This is one of those situations where, yeah, they can squash their beef by challenging their opponent and, you know, getting some exercise in, getting in shape. And you know, it's just, I think it's a fantastic idea. Obviously not for everyone. A lot of people don't want to fight. A lot of people think it's below them, and that's fine. You know, a lot of people are lovers, not fighters. That's okay, right? So not everyone's going to agree to this, especially, again, none of us are professionals. We're not professional fighters, right? So it's not going to be for everyone, but I think this concept will grow, and it could be, in the future, a league for all influencers, not just crypto influencers. So, yeah. So I'm in charge of getting the fighters, locking them in, right? Kind of negotiating the rates with them. Also, I have to plan out a whole lot of stuff, like content and helping with marketing and stuff. But I have some cool ideas in terms of how to get a lot of behind the scenes footage, and guess where they will go? CRU Plus. I'm going to do a lot of behind the scenes content with the individual fighters leading up to the fights, right? I'll be able to stream the fight as well. There's going to be a whole lot of stuff. So I'm very excited about this. I know a lot of you guys are thinking, this is BS, this could be a clown show, this is going to be whatever, right? But I think it'll be good. I think guys want to challenge themselves. A lot of guys and gals has been training in martial arts and boxing, you know, just disciplining themselves for many, many years. And I think this will be good for them to challenge themselves, get them to try something new, and get everyone to really focus on something that will be spectacular, something never been done in this space. I remember even project leaders, and I'm going to invite project leaders too. I remember like Charles Hoskinson back in the day said he was going to fight, right? I forgot against who, but some of these guys. Imagine getting Charles Hoskinson fighting Antoli of Solana, right? Cardano versus Solana. That's just crazy to think about. But I'm going to invite them. I'm going to invite everyone else too. So yeah, that's also coming up. Something that's on my plate is to starting this influencer fighting league, IFL possibly. I don't know if they're going to allow me to use that name, but I'm going to run with it. Start this league, get the fighters, get the content, all for you guys. So I got a lot of stuff on my plate, right? So I said a lot in this video. But yeah, I just want to give you guys an update of what's going on in my life, what's going on with my channels, this new league idea, and there's so much more. So much more. So that's it, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. I'm going to finish my walk, and I will see you guys later. Have a good one. Make sure you smash the like, subscribe to the channel. Take care. Bye-bye.